What a fascinating game of cricket did we witness yesterday. Nepal going through World T20 2014. Congratulations to Team Nepal. Congratulations to all the fans of Nepali cricket. This is the biggest achievement of Nepali cricket. In fact, this is the biggest achievement of cricketing history in Nepal, period. There's some matches that you can't really analyze, and this is one of the matches. Both teams were capable, both teams had that talent, and both teams had that moments throughout the game. But as we already talked about in our pre-match analysis, that the team that holds their nerve would come out as winner, and Nepal hold the nerve. We see kind of panic at the end of 19th over when captain got run out, but I have to say, Wes Walker, he managed to get across us to the line, and that was really fascinating to see. The other fascinating thing about this particular game that Nepal won and got into ICC World T20 was to see that how everybody chipped in throughout the inning, like Jitendra Mukhya, who took those wickets. The first wicket that sort of like jumped to the batsman and got caught on slip, and then tight bowling from Avinash Kaur, then wonderful spell of bowling from Basant Regmi. It was magical. I mean, we talk about how Paras Kharka guided 46 runs inning and took us across the line, and how Wes Walker hit those 13s, most of those 13 run in last over. But I think one of the unsung hero of game has to be Basant Regmi, bowling 4 over in 2020 match and giving away just 14 runs. As we had talked about again on pre-match analysis, that spin would come handy, and that's what did. I was kind of surprised when Paras Kharka came and bowled medium pace in first over, and he went out for 11 runs. And next over when he came in, he bowled spin, slow ball, and then right away he got wicket, and he ended up being hit for 16 runs in 2 overs, and after those 16 runs, 11 runs were for medium pace. But you have to credit Jitendra Mukhya. I mean, when I watched him in last 2 games, I thought he was the weaker link among Avinash Kaur and then himself. But this game, didn't he stepped up to the occasion? That was a brilliant bowling from Jitendra Mukhya. We have to give him praise. And Avinash Kaur, at the start of inning, I mean, he was nervous, and you could see he couldn't really control his line, and bowling wide one down the leg side, and bowling a little bit on the pad, but he had that reverse swing going on for him, and I think that played into Hong Kong's mind, and that's why on the other hand, they tried to attack Jitendra Mukhya, and Jitendra Mukhya got wicket. When we talk about batting, I was really impressed by the way Sagar Pun batted. I mean, you could see that he meant business whenever he stepped into the crease. He was taking those singles, turning those ones into twos. In fact, overall inning of Nepal, those ones were turned into twos, those boundaries were hit whenever necessary. I mean, you didn't see that kind of intensity in Nepal throughout the tournament that they stepped on, and they stepped on right occasion. That was brilliant effort from Team Nepal. So, having all said that, it was a brilliant performance, and Nepal has gone through World T20 in Bangladesh. I know, once you go into World T20, it's kind of Super 16 over there. You have to play with this 6 teams that goes from this tournament with Bangladesh and Zimbabwe, and out of those, we get 2 teams into Super 10 and go. So there is kind of another qualifying. But having said that, it doesn't matter. It's a stage, and it's a big stage that Nepal has gone through. And you could just see as soon as Nepal won the game, the way that Nepal's sport administration, they announced 10 lakh rupees for every player. Another organization announced that every player will be gifted with a car. Now you'd see, as soon as Nepal gets back and gets a hero's reception, you'll see how corporate would come in and try to invest on cricket, and overall that would help the Nepal cricket. Now let us talk about the game that Nepal has to play tomorrow, semi-final against Afghanistan. I know it's an important game because this tournament is at stake, then you can go to final and then sort of win it. But I think Nepal would be less pressurized in this particular encounter, because knowing that you have already gone through, and that was the main aim of this tournament. We didn't came into this tournament thinking that we're going to be first, but we came into this tournament thinking that we're going to go into World T20. So Nepal would be less pressurized. Pressure would be back on Afghanistan, because as we all know, there's kind of unknown rivalry between these two teams, and Nepal hasn't got the best out of this encounter against Afghanistan. So in this game, Afghanistan would go as a favorite, and they want to make sure that they win the games. That would exert extra pressure in Afghanistan. So I think Nepal just should go over there, take it as a practice match, attack, show dominance, as our reporter in CricNepal.com. So it's time to show dominance. It's time to get revenge. So just go, play freely, play your stroke, ball well, and see where it takes. Try to change game plan and try to work around game plan and see which fittingly fits Nepal, because Nepal gets two opportunities to play in this particular tournament before they play a tournament within Nepal from December 6th. But this is kind of getting that international exposure and getting those match practices in international level. So we will be looking forward to tomorrow's game, semi-final against Afghanistan, and we'll be back tomorrow after that game, post-match analysis. Till then, thank you everyone for joining us on CricNepal TV, and thank you everyone who have been supporting Nepali cricket, and congratulations to all Nepali team, Nepal cricket, all the administration, coach, staff, and all the Nepali player, those 11 players that went out there and played. Thank you everyone. See you tomorrow.